Hi guys, Paul from Warrior Tactical Systems in Parkersburg, Collie. I wanted to go over a little video here on pattern drills, on sombrata and some of the other drills we use in the Filipino martial arts. So some people think these drills aren't really functional, they're dead patterns, and I disagree. I think there's a lot of value to them. Now, they don't take the place of sparring. You still need to spar, put on, you can spar safely. You don't have to go full contact, dog brother style or anything. You can put on padded sticks and things. But by sparring, you do learn that range, and you can apply some of these skills that you gain through these pattern drills, okay? But these pattern drills are more than just a dead pattern. You can actually make them more alive, and they're a segue to a higher level of skill, okay? So what I'm talking about, just to give you an example, is a drill like sombrata, okay? So this is our basic box pattern sombrata that we might do here with the stick. So we're just working a set pattern here, and we get lots of reps. So the nice thing about a drill like that is we get a lot of repetitions working those same movements in an efficient way. But what we can do is we can mix them up once in a while and throw other things in. So when I throw my angle 4, Larry, usually he does a drop stick. He's going to do that drop stick, and he's going to counter with an angle 5, okay? So sometimes though, as I come across, he's just going to do a deflection and come up with an angle 2. Okay, so now I got to pick up that difference. So that's just one example. You can throw a lot of different things in here. But now out of this pattern, all of a sudden, I have to see something's changed, something's different, and I have to react to that. So I start to build some reactions to it. Okay, so let's just play with that and throw that in when you want to there. Okay, so just so you get an idea there and what's going on. The other thing about this is you can use different weapons or different combinations of weapons, so it helps to build that coordination. So I can do this same thing, stick and knife. Now I would, let's go slow there, getting through one out. I would like to cut his hand here. For training, I can just tap on his stick as we're going through, but this gets me coordinating my stick and knife here. Okay, so same drills, same everything. Now I'm working that stick and knife, okay? So I'm getting some coordination there. Same thing with double stick. So we can do the same thing, and again, I'm just building some coordination. So I would like to hit his hand again, right? Or maybe even his head, depending on the length of my weapon. But for training, I can just come here on the stick. Move your way just a little bit. Okay, so again, I'm just building some coordination with a different weapon. Same thing can apply to a staff. I can do the same basic drill. Yeah, so I can come here. We can make the same motions we were working before. And I'm learning to coordinate my staff at a little closer range. Move back just a little bit. And I can do this more of a long range type of thing, or I can end up a little closer with it. So we can play with different length weapons. Just grab a knife real quick. Same concept with a knife. Okay, so we can do the same exact drill. The technique is slightly different, but it's very similar as well. Okay, so I'm working the same things, working that same pattern, and we can put in changes and switches as we go. We can also work reverse grip. Same thing, I'm getting coordinated with this reverse grip. And that's just one drill as an example, sombrata. Now, the fun part is when we start to switch drills. So again, we can throw in variations of these, and that makes us have to react, but we can also change from one drill to another, and that makes us react again. So we're not just doing the drill by just pure row where we're doing repetition after repetition, we're also having to watch and see what's coming, and we're building those reactions. Okay. So what we're going to do for this drill, we're just going to play around a little bit. We're going to mix 3 basic drills. Basic box pattern sombrata, our call to mama drill from the Pequi Tersa Tactical Association, and hubad variations. Okay, so we'll just kind of blend in between those. All right, so we'll go kind of slow so you can see what we're doing here. So we're in sombrata. And at some point, we might change into Huba. I had to come forward a little bit. Forward. So, we're playing around with our Huba. We can switch this to the low line if we wanted to. And we can switch to call to mama at any point. And again, within these drills, we can still have variations. I can do a double 5 here and play around with other things, but it's those changes in there back into sombrado. Going forward here, with me. There we go. So it's a fun thing to do. Work a lot of repetitions, but also build some good reactions. We're changing ranges. We're noticing difference in the range change, and we're jumping into different drills. So as I'm rolling there at any time, if I throw a 5, I might think he's going to go to call to mama, but instead he ends up into Huban. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I have to react to that. I was expecting one thing, he did something different. The other thing about these pattern drills is we can work our finishes out of them. So rather than say he throws an angle 2 for me, I block, check, cut, I come up in here and I cut my way out, finish him, whatever. We can do that out of movement. So whatever sector you want to enter off of, we can do that out of the drill and practice that same movement with some timing. Now it's not the same timing as, again, we do in fighting, but it's very similar, and we have to, it's a stepping stone. I know that angle 1's coming again, I'm going to wait for that, and I time my cut there. Of course, in a fight, it's not going to happen that way, but it's a start toward that. Okay, so just to give you a quick example here, we'll do, let's just play a call to mama for a minute here. So as we're playing here, at any point I can come up into this sector and finish with a cut there. Okay, so that's from, again, the Paquita Tertia Tactical Association. If you are interested in this stuff, please check out Paquita University. It's awesome, and that's where we're getting, you know, a lot of this stuff. So that same thing, though, can apply from any of the other drills as well. So as we're doing Hubad, say, right? Working Hubad, I can work coming in on that same sector or a different sector and work the same technique. Okay, so you can play with these, mix in whatever technique you want, but they're a lot of fun and they're not useless. They have a lot of application and build a lot of reactions that can help you out in a self-defense situation. All right, thank you. Lost my nose on that one.